Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. In this video, I'm going to tell you why the proposed ban on wolf whistling is wrong. So this law has been proposed in England, and I think it is only for England, not the whole of the United Kingdom, that wolf whistling, a man wolf whistling a woman, will be a crime. Now, I oppose such a law because it's unjust, it's excessive, it's liberticidal, it's unworkable, and it's part of a worrying wider trend to restrict people's activities. It's ideologically driven, and it's detestable. So we know what wolf whistling is, and why do men do this? They wish to signal they're attracted to this woman, but it's not doing it in a particularly charming manner. This is not being gallant or suave or anything like that. And I realise that wolf whistling must come across as distasteful, boorish, irritating, possibly menacing. Now, I'll make a disclaimer. I hasten to add that I have never wolf whistled at anyone in my life, nor do I ever intend to. That's not my style. I think you might get that. If you viewed a few of my videos, you might know what sort of person I am. And I strive to be courteous. Just occasionally I'm not. So in Nottinghamshire, the police have already been treating such incidents as a hate crime, which is preposterous. And this is one of the other fascinating and frightening things about it, is a woman may wolf whistle at a man, or indeed at another female. So it's only a one-way street, this. How sexist is that? Something to be made a crime for one gender, but not the other? We're going back centuries here. So anyway, it's too harsh. We shouldn't criminalise tendentious actions. Moreover, is this really a priority? The police in the United Kingdom got their work cut out. There's, like in London, for example, there's this epidemic of moped robberies. There's all sorts of terrorist crime, things like that. The police are mostly behind their desks, form-filling, going on race relations courses and things of that nature. I can walk hours across London without seeing a police officer or even a police car. And they're really going to be chasing up whether somebody made a noise by blowing air through his lips. Are you serious? You're having a laugh. So what's the definition? What does the actual sound have to be? And what will be the proof? He said, she said? We've already got security cameras everywhere. There to be sound recording everywhere as well. Is this a proportionate response? This is lunacy, and pernicious lunacy at that. So one can disapprove of wolf whistling, and as I do, without seeking to disallow it. Only a totalitarian would seek to impose his or her ideology on everyone, and to the nth degree. Something as trifling as that is going to be criminalised. This is ridiculous. Wolf whistling is sometimes unpleasant, but it's de minimis. We've got to keep it in perspective. So some of these ultra-feminists have really lost the plot. You can see why people say that they're loathsome bigots. Not all feminists, but certainly the third wave ones. So the police are to be the shock troops of feminism. What an overreaction. It's a sledgehammer to crack a nut. So you see how the snowflake generation has gone really wrong. And not all people under 30 are snowflakes by any means. They're people of all ages are snowflakes. But it's I think, disproportionately amongst those who are particularly youthful. So extremist feminism makes yet another assault on our liberty. It does violence to the very notion of a free society. We're not always going to get along with each other. People must be allowed to do controversial things that other people find objectionable and not be arrested for it. That's not what the police are for. That's for dealing with things which are public harm, things which are imperiling others, like a mugging or something, or kidnap, or something, being drunk and disorderly sometimes. That is a public nuisance, but not this. So it's imposing a certain worldview on everyone. So somebody goes to court found guilty of wolf whistling, right? Okay, so they might start with lighter sentences. Community service, fine, whatever. They do it again, the same penalties again and again, and eventually they're going to go to prison for wolf whistling. That's really being a political prisoner. Being sent to prison for doing something that clashes with a particular ideology. I'm sceptical of official ideologies generally, especially when they're rammed down people's throat like that. Prisoners for dangerous people, not for wolf whistlers.